Hey everyone, good morning. Matt here. This is your second stimulus check update, or maybe I should just say, this is your drama update for Monday, December 14th. I hope you're having a nice day so far. It's great to have you here. We have another very busy week regarding stimulus upon us. We are down to the home stretch. Friday, December 18th is the last day. That's it. This past Friday, we had the Senate pass the extension of the government funding bill, and we got a signature from President Trump, so we got one more week. We got a short-term extension of 7 days. So this coming Friday, December 18th, that's it. We need to have something done this week. They've waited until the very last minute, which should surprise none of us. But anyway, let's get into it and talk about what we have as of now and what we can expect today and going forward this week. But hey, if you're new here, my name is Matt. Welcome to the channel. Thanks so much for checking me out. And if you're returning, welcome back. I hope you had a great weekend, and thank you so much for being part of the team here. It's awesome. I'm the underdog advocate, or maybe call me coach. I don't know, whatever you want to say, but I'm here for you guys anyway, no matter what. So if you want, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below, or feel free to share any of my videos, this one or any of my other 700 videos here on the channel with any of your friends, your family member, your social media, anybody that could benefit from this information. But let's talk about what happened over the weekend. A few people hung around and continued working throughout the weekend to try to hammer out the details of the stimulus package. So, over the weekend, the bipartisan group of senators, this group of senators that we've been talking about for about a week now, they came together and they decided they're actually going to split up that one $908 billion package. So, they're going to split it up into two proposals. Here's what it's going to look like. There's going to be one proposal with $748 billion as a price tag. That is going to be the exact same proposal. The only difference is they're going to remove the $160 billion in state and local government funding and the liability protections. Now, the other proposal is going to remain the exact same as it was. That $908 billion proposal, which has the $160 for state and local government funding, as well as the liability protections. Now, you might be wondering, what about stimulus checks? Hold up, we'll come to that in just a minute. We can't write them off yet. So they're still floating around out there. So hang on, just hang with me for a minute. So that's what they have. They're going to break it up into these two proposals because there's a lot of kind of back and forth right now. Mitch McConnell is saying, "Hey, no on the state and local government, that 160." Meanwhile, other people are saying, "Yes, we need the 160 for state and local government." So they decided, "Hey, let's just split it up into two and let's just give people the option." Like when you go to the pizza store, do you want pepperoni or do you want just cheese? I don't eat pizza, but I mean, I think that's an option. Anyway. Over the weekend, Bill Cassidy, a Republican senator from Louisiana, was out and said that they are going to be introducing these proposals this evening, this afternoon, sometime today, they will be introducing these two proposals. At the same time, Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, we've talked about him before, those two spoke on the phone yesterday for 30 minutes. So, during this phone call, apparently Nancy Pelosi continued to reiterate her position on state and local government funding and the importance of getting this funding to state and local governments now. You know, with everything going on, Steny Hoyer continued to work throughout the weekend, and he said that he would even be willing to support a stimulus package that does not contain state and local government funding just to get a deal done, citing that the people, the Americans, need support and they need relief immediately, which actually makes me wonder, where's the relief in the package for the people? Now, I get it. There is that $300 boost to unemployment benefits. I get it. That's in there. But with the exception of that, what else is in there for the people with the exception of rental assistance? There's not much. There's a boost of $300 for unemployment benefits, and then there is the rental assistance. However, with the rental assistance, we don't know how that's going to be distributed. Is it going to go to the tenants? Is it going to go to the landlords? Who's going to get what? Is it going to help pay current rents? Is it going to help pay back due rent payments? How is that going to be distributed? There's $25 billion in there allocated for it. So, certainly very interesting. They continue to say we need to get relief for the people. Yeah, I get it. Unemployment benefits, that's great. But what about all the other people that also need relief? I mean, we continue to forget about them. However, We have Bernie Sanders. I've talked about this before. Bernie Sanders continues to pound the table and say that he is going to hold up the bill in an effort to get a vote on his provisions of adding $1,200 stimulus checks. Not $600 stimulus checks, but he wants the full $1,200. So he's threatening and saying like, hey, I'm going to hold up the bill until I get a vote on my provisions to add those $1,200 stimulus checks. So go Bernie. At the same time, we have Josh Hawley and Bernie Sanders, these two of these guys that introduced that bill, or they introduced the proposal, whatever, and they're saying, let's add the $1,200 stimulus checks. What's actually interesting about this is Bernie Sanders is a Democrat and Josh Hawley is a Republican. The two of these have teamed up together and have actually, cited the importance of the $1,200 stimulus checks, saying, yep, we need these for sure. And they have kind of teamed up together to reiterate the fact that, yep, we need to send out this additional stimulus. So certainly very interesting. I just want to say it is not game over on stimulus checks until we get a signature from the president on a stimulus proposal if it does not contain stimulus checks. But remember, we could have a vote on the House. We could have a vote in the Senate on the stimulus package and get it passed from both of those chambers. It could go to the president's desk. And then if he looks at it and says, hey, this doesn't contain stimulus checks, send it back, get it out of here, get it out of my face, veto, and go work on this again. And remember, it's still game on for stimulus checks until it gets that signature from President Trump. So, it has a lot of ways to go. There's a lot of people that need to see this thing and a lot of people that need to support it before it can actually get passed fully and go into law by the president's signature. So you just never know. You never know. The stimulus checks are still in play. We cannot write them off until we get that passed stimulus package, the stimulus bill, and it's all signed up from everybody. It's passed from the chambers and it's signed by the president. At that point, it would be game over. But until then, I'm saying it's not game over until it's game over. So they are still out there floating around. We're getting the proposals for $1,200 stimulus checks, and we're getting the proposal for the $600 stimulus checks. Remember, that $916 billion stimulus package that was introduced last week by the White House is still in play also. That one's still out there. So by the end of today, we're actually going to have 3 of those proposals on the table. The $748 billion package that's going to be introduced today, the $908 billion package, and the $916 billion package. So there's a lot going on. We're going to have a lot of things going on this week, and I anticipate they're going to drag it out as long as they possibly can this week like they always do. But they need to have something done because that government spending bill, the government spending, only goes through Friday. I mean, can they continue extending? I guess they could work next week. Nancy Pelosi said, yep, we'll continue working in the week of Christmas if we need to. But, I don't believe that at all. But we'll have to see what happens. So it's going to be another very busy week. I'll probably be back later this afternoon with another stimulus update just to let you guys know what's going on, and I'm always here for you. So stay safe. I hope this helps you out. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and share the videos if you want. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you later. Thanks, everybody.